Yeah.
And they just don't have an acting lead.
Right.
I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
You guys need a chair?
Grab two of these. Then put her in the house.
I got like 3 I'm sitting on.
They gonna grab them anyway.
I am.
Just gotta leave that aisle open so they can walk. That's all.
Well, what you asked? Trying to get some information. Okay.
Always talk to him.
Okay.
Working the auto show? I'm scheduled to be there on a Saturday for something. Like we have like days where they want the talent to just show up, but I haven't decided if I'm going yet. But I'm not gonna be at the big fundraiser. No, not the fundraiser night.
Not even the media day?
No, man, that's more work.
That's the day to be there. All the people there and all the screaming church. I know.
Yeah. It's work.
Yeah, it's work either way.
I've been good. Shit, just trying. My daddy been sick, so he been at my house for the last week or so. He had prostate cancer surgery, he had lung cancer. So, yeah. I might as well. Yeah. Yeah, she was over there yesterday. He was staying with her at first because his first surgery was right before Thanksgiving. Block people from being around. That's why I'm like, sit there, shit. Nobody else sit by me.
Stanley said,
Oh, I forgot.
Hold this down just in case I forget about my laptop. Absolutely put it out.
how you been otherwise? Everything else good?
Dude, this was in Mexico for weeks.
Oh,
And I
okay.
came back and I'm like, dog, boy. Now, if you want, you can take that chair and put it up there. Grab your chair and just put it right in front of the guy in the green.
Oh.
You're more than welcome. What's up with you, brother?
You gonna be here, my man. All good for you.
How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Good to see you, brother.
Mic check.
Now your attention. The public has a right to be present in public meetings, except for executive session, that is defined by the Illinois Open Meetings Act. Each Harvey public meeting affords members of the public to submit written statements or make brief public comments during the public comment part of the meeting. However, persons in attendance are not allowed to act in an unreasonable manner that alarms or disturbs another or provokes a breach of the peace. This can include making loud or unusual noises, clapping, speaking out, or interrupting during the city council meeting. One may not impede the performance of an official duties. If any person acts in a disorderly manner at a public meeting and persists after being warned, the mayor as the chairman can order the person to withdraw from the meeting or be removed. If If the person refuses, they can be removed and fined under the disorderly conduct statute. Disorderly conduct at a public meeting in Illinois involves any unreasonable behavior that disturbs others or disrupts the meeting, and it is subject to removal and penalties if it persists after a warning. This also includes city employees as well as council members. Harvey Police Department are present at public city council meetings to assist the chairman in preserving order. If any person is ordered to withdraw or leave the meeting by the mayor or the chairman and refuses, that person can be cited and criminally charged with disorderly conduct. The Harvey Police Department can escort the person out of the building. If the person refuses to leave or physically resists the Harvey Police Department, that person can also be charged with resisting arrest. Under Illinois law, resisting arrest is defined as knowingly resisting or obstructing the performance by one known to be a peace officer, firefighter, or correctional institutional employee of an authorized act in his or her official capacity. This constitutes a Class A misdemeanor. The statute requires that the act of resistance must involve some physical act that imposes an obstacle that may impede, hinder, interrupt, prevent, or delay the performance of one's official duties. Examples include struggling, wrestling, going limp, or physically aiding a third party to avoid arrest. Illinois law explicitly states that a person is not authorized to use force to resist an arrest by a known peace officer, even if the arrest is believed to be or is in fact unlawful. Resistance of even an unlawful arrest by a known officer is a violation of state statute. Thank you.
I can get all the alder persons to connect.
have Mayor Pro Tem at the moment. I am asking for this meeting to be called to order. Roll call of council. What do I need? Can everyone hear me?
No.
My voice usually projects very well. But I am, like everyone else, under the weather with these colds, so please bear with me. Now, can everyone hear me?
No.
Okay, as long as everyone can hear me. If you can't hear me, just raise your hand up in the back. Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, how about now?
Yes.
Everyone can hear me? All right, great, thank you. Okay, so we just called the meeting to order, and now I am going to ask the clerk to call the roll call.
If everybody can please mark themselves present. Can you do it one more time? I'm sorry.
Okay, we have a quorum, thank you.
Point of order.
Can we do all the point of orders after we do the pledge of allegiance and the moment of silence, and then we can go with the point of orders? That's what I would suggest, so we can keep the flow going. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Anderson? Harrison, oh, I'm sorry. Would you please us?
Yes. Yes, we look to you, Father, we thank you tonight. We give you glory, we thank you for you in Jesus' name. God, we thank you for all your good and your perfect gifts. And Father, we thank you even for the place we stand tonight. God, we are, first of all, Father, we are heavy for the loss of our dear Mayor Clark. God, we pray for his family, his mother, his children, God, his entire family. And now we ask you to bless this city. We lift up the city on tonight. God, each and every resident, each and every member, each and every member of the council. Father, I pray, God, that have your way in this city of Harvey. Bless this meeting on tonight. God, let this meeting go forward in peace and in unity. We give you the glory and honor in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we start tonight's meeting, I am going to ask for a moment of silence. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the profound loss our city, and I do mean our city, lost with the passing of Mayor Christopher Clark. Christopher Clark, Mayor Clark, was deeply committed to the city of Harvey and the people. His leadership, his dedication, and his love for our community will not be forgotten. So on behalf of the city council, our city staff, and all the residents of Harvey, I extend my heartfelt condolence to Mayor Clark's family. We are especially honored today to have his mother, Miss Melody, in attendance with us this evening. Melody, please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. gonna keep Mayor Clark's legacy and his loved ones in our heart for today and for a very long time. God bless you. Moment of silence. Thank you. Now, I would like to make a motion to amend tonight's agenda. Oh, wait a minute, we got that. Thank you. You know, this is an unusual time for all of us. And not one person here is expected to be here. And let alone, face this challenge together. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful, personally grateful, that we have all these people here today. Harvey residents, Harvey staff members. I mean, very grateful. So I would like to amend the agenda to table the clerk and to table the resolution of amending the base signatures. I do think we have time for that, and even though everything is time sensitive, and we all know that, but we have attendance, an opportunity to breathe. I would also like to move the public comments up and the aldermanic comments. It would be alderman comments first, and then the public comments, and then we can go into city business. So I am seeking a motion for that.
Motion. I'd like to make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, the ayes approved. Thank you. Now, I'm sorry, Alderman Keys, you made a motion?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I would like to make a motion to the agenda. Well, I would actually like to table discussion A, the acting appointment of the mayor until next week, February 9th, to give us a little bit more time to make sure we get this right. And everybody's grieving right now, and this is too sudden. This is a decision of this magnitude. I think it needs a little bit more time.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
All right?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
The nays have it, but I welcome your suggestion.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the reason why we have to do this is to make sure we are all we are allowing our city to heal. You go through the process and continue with the vision, and there are day-to-day activities of the city. So I concur, it is overwhelming for all of us, that I do concur. But I appreciate your opportunity for speaking. Now, we're gonna go into public comment. Public comment. Please be mindful, please be respectful, and we get 3 minutes. Or do we decide to go all the way up here? I'm sorry. Gotta bear with me, guys. Gotta bear with me. Okay, Deputy Clerk, can you please, call out yes.
First up will be Ryan Sinwell.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. All I'm sorry. Any volunteers to go first?
Go in order, like they always do.
Okay, I'm sorry, what? Okay, please, Alderman Tyrone.
All right. Good evening, everybody. So glad to see a packed house, even even in this cold weather. And it brings, I come to you all this evening with a heavy heart, okay, because I lost my mayor and I also lost my friend. And Mayor Clark and myself, we were friends long before either one of us got involved in local government and politics. And we worked together over at Allied Tube and Conduit. Well, long before a lot of you all were born, back in 1994. I have a brief statement and I'd like to read and share with you all, and I'm pretty sure most of you all sentiments would probably be exactly the same as mine. We extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, loved ones, of our beloved mayor of the city of Harvey, Mr. Christopher J. Clark. Mayor Clark was a visionary, a leader, believed in the promise of this city and worked tirelessly to ensure a better future for all residents. He was a man of great integrity. Committed to the purpose of serving 2 terms with the dedication and heart. His passing came as such a surprise, followed by an unexpected illness, leaving our city in mourning. Yet, even though we grieve in our heart, we honor the legacy he leaves behind. A city strengthened by his vision, guided by his leadership, and filled with the potential to be a great city. Mayor Clark's impact will not be forgotten, and his belief in Harvey will continue to inspire us as we move forward together. And I'd like to reemphasize forward together. Other than my heart very heavy, I'd just like to say this is the first report that I've had to do since the new year came in. So I'd like to say Happy New Year's to all the residents of the 6th Ward. And actually all the residents of Harvey too, but especially the 6th Ward. It's important. And with that being said, I'm going to pass this over to somebody else. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Alderman Rogers. Anyone else would like to volunteer? Ms. Chapman, Alderman Chapman, I'm sorry, Alderwoman Chapman.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. For the record, before proceeding with tonight's statement, I want to formally acknowledge the passing of Mayor Christopher J. Clark and extend my condolences to his mother, daughter, family, loved ones, and the residents of the city of Harvey. This is a solemn moment that calls for steady leadership and responsible governance. Tonight, this council will take action to appoint an interim mayor. That vote matters, but continuity requires more than filling a seat. It requires transparency, accountability, and sound decision-making during a period of transition. Over the past 2 years, many actions of this council have passed by a 4-vote majority. Those votes were lawful, but so often they occur with limited inquiry and limited discussion. Oversight is not disruptive, it is essential. When questions are rushed or discouraged, the city bears the risk. This interim period should be guided by clear priorities, including corrective legislative actions that support resident livelihood and economic stability. Those corrective actions require a majority vote of this council, 4 votes, to ensure residents are served fairly and lawfully, that residents, churches, and small businesses don't continue to face fines and fees that deserve review and reform. Oversight must also extend to how we manage city resources. For the record, the city's fiscal year 2025-2026 budget totals approximately $56.5 million. Roughly 18 to 19, or about a third of the budget, is dedicated to payroll alone, before benefits and pensions. About 1.5 is allocated to legal fees and claims. With so much of our budget already committed, careful oversight is not optional, it is necessary. As we consider the vote before us tonight, I want to explain also why I urged a hold back on Monday, January 12th on the tax levy, and why this vote is now necessary. Earlier this month, the council did vote on the levy, and that action itself was lawful. However, the timing and execution raised legitimate procedural concerns, as we were supposed to complete that on Tuesday, December the 30th, and notify you all as residents by Wednesday, December the 10th. Best practice is to complete the levy, which we did, so it can be executed, but we certainly have to do it in order, and that is with a mayor, an interim mayor, as well as a clerk. While there's no statutory extension, the Cook County Clerk typically allows a limited administrative grace period of approximately 10 to 20 days after the 31st. That window is an accommodation, not a legal right. These circumstances underscore the need for real-time legal guidance. Council relies on corporate counsel during high-risk actions, and when that guidance is not clearly provided, it creates unnecessary exposure for the city. Corporate counsel needs you fully on board with the entirety of the city council. I want to be clear, my personal position is not here. I want to be elected by the people, not selected by my peers, and I'm hopeful for meaningful change as we move forward in the city of Harvey. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. This is an historic moment right here. I know everybody's going through a lot of things are going through everybody's mind. But I want to first offer my condolences to the family, the friends, and the residents that knew Mayor Clark. Although we didn't see eye to eye some of the time, it wasn't all of the time. I consider 60% of the time we agree, 40% ain't bad. At least I wasn't totally against everything. You know, it's about fair as I can be. And I like to say that my dedication, first of all, I'm proud to be alderman of the city. I'm proud to be a resident of the city. If I could take it up a notch, I would gladly take it. My dedication doesn't change who I've been, and I will always be dedicated. What I can say about myself is that I care and I'm fair. When it comes to the examples that we set, when I look at Alderwoman Chapman, Alderwoman Dwinsky, Alderwoman Tameka Smith, Alderman Rogers, Alderman Randall, I see them as a person, but when I see them, I see their residents, like I see the people out here. So when the level of respect has to change, because if you don't respect me, you don't respect the people that voted me in. That's why I know for a fact that regardless of the situation of the mayor, I still look at the fact that he was voted in. So we always have to do that. If we have that mentality that we're not gonna put nobody down, first of all, we gotta learn to respect each other's opinion. You never get anywhere if you don't respect each other's opinion. Everybody sitting here has their own vision of what type of mayor they want to be, you know. But you gotta be collective, you gotta be understanding, and you gotta be willing to sacrifice. It's a lot of give and take. I don't see you have to suck up to somebody, but sometimes everybody gotta suck up to somebody, you know, and just keeping it real. But moving forward, this is, if we never work together, now is the time, and for the sake of the residents. And all we have to do is just respect each other first, because a lot of times when people don't feel respected, there's no telling what's gonna come out their mouth or how things is gonna end. So I'm looking for things to be real positive tonight. I'm looking to still be who I am, and whatever position I am in, I will continue to work as hard as possible, love my residents, and keep it moving.
Alderwoman Smith.
Good evening, everyone. I will touch on some things about respect, not only for each other, but the community as a whole, for others, everyone who has their own opinion and dislikes and likes. I first want to give my sincere condolences that goes out out to Mayor Clark's family for their great loss. Christopher Clark was not only my mayor, he was also a good friend. Anyone who genuinely knew our mayor knew he had a passion and love for the city of Harvey. There's nothing he wouldn't do to help you or give you as a friend or a stranger. Anyone who actually knew Mayor Clark knew him as someone who took pride in his work and did it with dignity, class, and high integrity. His hard work and dedication to the city of Harvey was never acknowledged by some of us. I'd like to address what I have as being so disturbing since the loss of our mayor. The condolences presented from those who played a major part in the passing of my mayor. 3 consistent years of deliberate attacks of false accusations, social media bullying, taunting visits to his home, and no level of respect or privacy. All of this based on personal vendetta rather than accepting the residents' voice of what they wanted in a leader, as they did vote him in, not once but twice, because they believed in his work and knew he was the person that could make this city they call home be respected as other communities. And even his passing, the hate continues. No empathy, no respect for his mother or his children. How heartless of any individual. The people are looking at us. Oh, but there are some lessons these antagonizers will learn. That what you reap, you shall sow. Residents accused, they only hear talking about Alderwoman being racist. However, you turn a blind eye to one who has sued the city with frivolous lawsuits, used racial comments throughout the city, and have filed a restraining order on an elderly woman because she addressed her dislike for the racial remarks towards people of color. This same individual hides behind the protected class and cried victim with no regard that he is attacking another protected class, a black woman in the city. As an advocate for my seniors in this city, I'm going to ask the alderperson who fostered this behavior to consider whether Maya Angelou, Rosa Parks, or any black woman leader will allow anyone of this character to stand in a room full of your people and call any one of them out in a disrespectful manner because of aspirations of the chair. Unity doesn't look like that to our people. Because we all have a father, most have uncles and brothers who have grown from the drum home. They are going.
I need to ask for a 3-minute recess. The attorney and I have to step back for a moment, but there is a circumstance that just came up, and then I will make the announcement. May I have a motion for a 3-minute recess?
Give me 1 second, so I can add that.
Okay. Oh, from my understanding, I am the chair, so I can call a recess. So I am gonna call a 3-minute recess, maybe sooner. Thank you very much.
On the screen. I don't think so. Like, look for me, no. That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. Because I looked at it. I think I got enough money, so I can't let it go. But, other stuff. That's what I do. Because I still got my building taken in Riverdale because they have taken it back over. So if I wanted to keep it, I would file paperwork again and keep it out. But yeah, okay. Have you been?
Probably about a month. Somebody had took my sound system and TV. Power was now. Power back. Alarm was back.
Okay. Did they mess with the living to do it up?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, they can't get back.
That little one had a beer thing, yeah.
They had no time.
To get in there. They still don't let you do that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I took it to
To the, yeah.
yeah, they didn't. Just took the TVs and the services. Tear up.
You know, in the Super Bowl up there? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I might come out there
I'll
on
see you.
Sunday. Yeah. I was going to come to the Packers game, but I'm glad I didn't because we lost anyway. I was sure gonna come, but we had a crazy day that day. I was like, nah, I didn't feel like, because I don't be driving a lot, especially in Harvey. I got my debit card today, that's why I drove up. I've been over just police. But I'm good now. I don't think, you know what I'm saying?
How are you, Mr. Terry? Good. Good to see you.
Let me explain what this happened. We have people outside that cannot get in. So first and foremost, I'm going to be asking anyone here that is not a Harvey resident, if you would be so kindly to remove your seat and let a Harvey resident take a seat. Okay, and if we can't do that, we're also gonna move anyone outside. We have room in this hallway here. So everyone will have an opportunity to hear us, and we're not in any violations.
Which way you going?
Okay, that is where we just want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to hear and understand what we are participating. Okay, so I hope everyone has their understanding, and the meeting is definitely starting, and we're trying to take into consideration the importance of this meeting today and the importance of having you present today. Thank you for your understanding. Now, I would like the record to reflect that Alderman Randall L. joined us, and give him an opportunity to state his public comments. Then what they said, we'll go into public comments, but I think we should allow the attorney the opportunity to explain the procedures, what needs to be taken place, then we'll go right into public comments. So we're gonna follow that, but we need to allow the opportunity. And this is new to all of us, so we're all gonna, make sure we're following the proper protocols. So thank you. And thank you for your understanding in advance. Alderman?
First of all, thank you. Thank you to the residents in the city of Harvey. Please excuse my tardiness. Unfortunately, couldn't be avoided. But I want to say one thing. Now is the time that I think we all may have not expected or wanted. But this time is very sensitive to us all. But the main mission should be one thing only. Let's all stand together, not only in words, but in deed. It's not about you or I, it's about us. It's not about personal agendas. It's about what's best for those that believed in us, the sense of hope that we all will lean upon and stand upon. The hope has not left us, the vision is still upon us, and now is the time to represent it once again, not just in word, but in deed. What will we do now? It's not what's done to you, but how you respond. Everything that we need, we already have, and everything that we need to hear is already been said. Now is the time to use that and really put it to work. Whether you believe what I'm about to say is true or not, it's regardless of the fact. Some people are here to see what we do. Will we fail or will we succeed? Not just those who you see in front of you, but to the person to your left and to your right. Are we a community or are we just a city? Are we a community or are we just an incorporation? As you see on the wall where it says we were incorporated in 1891. Well, I'm here to tell you we're more than that. We're more than yesterday. And what we are is what we make us to be tomorrow. Many of us have spent a lot of time trying to make that come true. And we lost something important to us all. I don't care who you are or where you come from. But I'm going to tell you this day, I said on one thing that will ever remain true with me. We don't need 4, we need 6. We don't need 1 war, we need all 6. Because the vision that's truly true within all of us is that it takes everybody to make come true what Clark stands for.
Oh, Carrie Lynn. Carrie Lynn, can you hear us?
I can. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear Carrie Lynn? She is the corporate counsel. Thank you.
So I wanted to review the procedures that we need to follow in order to appoint an acting mayor. First of all, as you know, Alderman Zawinski is the Mayor Pro Tem. So until there is an acting mayor elected by a majority of the corporate authorities, then she will continue to serve in those roles. So the municipal code provides that you have to elect an acting mayor, and you have to elect that from among the existing members of the city council. So what you do is someone will make a motion to appoint Alderman X, and if there's a second to that, there will be a vote on it. We'll have to do that process until somebody gets 4 votes. And I believe that Mayor Pro Tem Zawinski had wanted to open it up for nominations first, so we would know the pool of the candidates. And if people, of course, want to withdraw from that pool, they can do so. And then, so she will open nominations, she will close them, and then of the people nominated, we'll do a motion to appoint Alderman X and see what the vote is and continue with that process. If nobody gets a majority vote of the people here present, we have 6 aldermen, so we need 4 in favor of a candidate, then Alderwoman Zawinski will continue in her position as pro tem mayor until there's a further meeting and someone will be elected acting mayor. So that's the procedure. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for the attorney in this procedure? We need to have, if I can recap, we need to have a motion and a second, and then 4 votes. But we're going to go through the nominating period first. We'll close out the nominations and then vote. Any questions to that procedure? Okay, thank you. Okay, you. Now is the time for publications. Oh my God, public comment, thank you. I know we have the agenda, I have the notes of it, that's my bad. Deputy Clerk, can you please, call the, remember we have 3 minutes.
Okay, first up is Ryan Samowski, followed by Ruby Donovan.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ryan, Harvey resident. I'm also with the Harvey Historical Society. Definitely this has an unprecedented crisis for Harvey history, but I do have faith that, with the strength of its people, that we can definitely get through this and hopefully, turn the page into some more positive things for the city. I do have a few demands. I think whoever ends up getting voted in as interim mayor, I would prefer Colby or Tracy, just because I don't think that the other 4 aldermen represent sort of a new direction for the city. I think we're in a new direction. But I think whoever gets the gig, we need to open up the city books immediately, because we don't know where any of the money is, and we have not known for at least 7 years. We also need to do an audit of all personnel. We have a lot of staff that are not fire and police, and they're taking brand new cars home every night. They're making 6 figures, and they're supervisors, but the folks who actually, clean streets, keep the water working, do the work that actually makes the city run. The firefighters and the police, they're the ones that actually, have gotten laid off. I don't know if you're aware, but we have almost 50% of our workforce laid off right now. So I'd like to at least lower salaries, reduce and eliminate some of these supervisory positions that are needed. And then we need to rehire all essential city personnel. Currently, we have only 4 firefighters on each shift. We have regular fires, if you haven't noticed that. We have police, a lot of police supervisors working. None of the supervisors have been laid off, but we don't have enough patrolmen. So everything is top heavy, and the situation is very, very dangerous. And if you live in Harvey, like me, you hear the fire engines, you see, we have fires all the time. And these firemen, just the firemen alone, are taking huge risks to protect our safety. So also, I think it's really important to remember, all of the victims of the corruption of the past few years. I think it's important. It would be remiss if we did not remember them. The Myrtle residents that were forced out of their home, the lady Miss Donna who lost her foot because politicians promised animal control and didn't deliver, and the dog basically took her foot off. Like I said, we have firefighters and police who are working, putting themselves in danger because they are not staffed properly every day. And we have countless people paying up to $2,000 for tows, bogus tows, for things that they didn't do from the city to get their car back, and their financial lives are ruined. Not to mention all the businesses that have been extorted, as well as the churches. So I think it's important that we take all that into consideration for whoever will be the interim mayor. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ruby Donovan, and I am a human relations commissioner for Thornton Township. Have been for 25 years or so. A little bit more than 25 years. But I'm happy to see all of them, every one of them. We love you very, very deeply, and we want to make sure that the city of Harvey continues on a path of growth and lovingly, and try to change some of the things that we thought that were negative, and that have been for years. Our mayor, to me, was excellent. And I'm going to say this very loudly, and I don't want to use up a lot of my time in just how I'm going to escalate him. And how much we all appreciated him, right in this administration and outside. But I want you to say that this evening has been a very, very important meeting for each and every one of you here. You would not have been here if you did not think it was important. One thing for sure, I'm also speaking for the concerned citizens. We have a group, we have people that have uplifted and worked tirelessly to bring the city to a focal point of positivity. We have endured a great loss to our city, but we still envision positive progress for Harvey. And we will not be divided. And I shall speak it again. We will not be divided. We will work together and tirelessly to make the city of Harvey a focal point of improvement and envisionary. And nothing has changed. Really, nothing has changed. The permanent mayor selected by the automatic group of July 10, 2023 should continue to serve as an active mayor, the pro tem. Positions and responsibilities should remain the same. Integrity, transparency, responsibilities should be enhanced on all levels in the administration. Together, we must talk, we must walk, we must preach, we must teach, we must perform and pray, individually and also collectively. Let us stand tall and climb to higher heights for Harvey. Yeah.
Okay, is there any more comments? That close public comments? Okay, for the motion.
Put the list out.
I am making a motion to accept all nominations for mayor, acting mayor.
Point of order.
Yes.
Thank you. I believe we're supposed to go into the executive session first before the nominations.
Actually, you're absolutely right, but we do not need to go into an executive session there today. That was just standard operating procedures, so we do not, but thank you for pointing that out. Okay, I would like to make a motion for all candidates or motions for mayor, acting mayor. Is there any motions out there? Okay, we have a motion, so we're taking, yes, I see, thank you. We are taking, opening it up to all candidates to be, whoever are gonna be nominated to be mayor. All right, please vote. Motion, we have a second.
My contest gave me 20. I got one last that's progressive. I think it's two. I'm blind and then I can't see. I'm just that didn't help with you. You gotta read that one.
My first time.
I actually focused on the code.
Testing it out.
Mayor Pro Tem, may I just confirm, we are currently
Voting to take all nominations.
Take all nominations.
All nominations, yes. Motion passed. Okay, I make a motion, well, no, I'm requesting a motion to, for nominations to be opened. Are there any nominations Okay? So now we need to make the motion. Who is making the motion for what, Alderman candidate? We're making a motion now to who
I'm
do we
horrible with
want
this,
to
y'all.
serve
Sorry.
as the
I'm
next
just gonna leave it.
remaining of this term.
Point of information,
Yes.
based on the person that makes the motion, wouldn't that be the person who would make the nomination?
Right, that's what I'm asking, but we have the nomination, but we need to know who's everyone going to nominate? So we know who are all the nominations.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you, call the roll, and then we
Okay, make your nominations on who you want to make. Let's keep that simple. So, do you have a nomination, Alderman Rogers?
Yes, I do.
Okay, would you please state your nomination?
My nomination would be First Ward Alderwoman Shirley Drew Winsky.
Is there a second? Now, are there any other nominations? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I did last time.
Name, I nominate myself, Jonathan Randall, Chief Board Alderman.
Yes, you can make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There is a second. So, are there any other motions? Okay, then I make a motion, we close the nomination. Okay, thank you. So now we are going to vote, for, Alderman Drowinski, to be the acting mayor to fill out this term until April of 2027. Please vote.
We need a second.
I did.
Do you have a motion to not appoint you to the mayor's seat, and now you have a second?
Right, we did.
Okay.
And then, Alderman Randall made the motion to appoint himself, and then Alderman Keys made the motion to second that.
Which motion do you vote?
Right, that's not.
Right now, we're voting on for Alderman Shirley Drowinski to fulfill the term until, April of 2027. No, we have a motion out there, we're voting.
Are we doing it verbally? Can we just make it verbal, because this is getting real.
Yeah, this is.
Passionate.
Okay, let's, we're, I'm projecting,
Correct, you on the road?
yes. So the motion out there is to, we're voting now, we already have the motion, we already seconded, to have Shirley Drowinski fulfill the term as acting mayor until April of 2027. So we're gonna call out Alderman Keys. Oh, sorry.
We had a motion by the sixth, then a second by the third.
No.
Yes, she said.
I'm sorry, this is more complicated.
Yes, it is.
She was trying to do, right. By the roll.
Right, and now we're calling the roll.
And now we're calling the roll.
Alderperson Rogers,
Yes.
Alderperson Randall,
No.
Alderperson Tracy Key.
No.
Alderperson Talani Smith,
Yes.
Alderperson Chapman,
No.
Alderperson Shirley Jones.
Yes.
Is a split vote for the interim.
Okay, now the motion, there was a first and a second to have Alderman Randall L. fulfill the term until April 2027. There is a motion. Deputy Clerk, may you please call the roll?
Alderperson Jerlinski,
No.
Alderperson Chapman,
Yes.
Alderperson Smith,
No.
Alderperson Key,
Yes.
Alderperson Randall,
Yes.
Alderperson Rogers.
No.
The vote is split 3-3.
It's on the clerk. She does that.
Successfully submitted or approved acting mayor. So it,
There was a motion for Key or Chapman.
just myself. Right.
Motion for a 5-minute recess.
Second.
Vote on a recess for a 5-minute recess.
Before he says or not, it's your call.
That's right, there is a motion. Please, let's tell you what, we're gonna do this fairly. I understand it's a very sensitive time. So, let's just relax. There is a motion, there was second by Alderman Chapman, and now I was just going to proceed to have the deputy clerk call the roll. Thank you.
Alderperson Rogers,
No.
Alderperson Randall, Alderperson Key,
Yes.
Alderperson Smith.
We vote
Motion
We're
carries.
going to go by quick recess.
Recess.
Alderperson Chapman,
Yes.
Alderperson Shirley Jerlinski.
Yes.
Motion carries.
For a 5-minute recess.
They're gonna go back there and try and get some votes. God, like, what movie is this out of? It's like Game of Thrones, you know, where they're like, you know what?
Here you go. Right.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
Man, I'm sitting up here. Don't tell when he sat down, he spoke to everybody. I said, he got old, he got bald.
Yeah, I'm old now.
Yeah. They got that real recipe.
I just did a catering. Actually, about one in Cal City. I just had to
You open it up. Let me know, man.
social media will say, "This is my number." So wait,
I'll put it in like you used to. Hold up.
I got time.
What you been up to, man?
No, still got the landscaping going.
Oh, okay. You put ribs in there. I know. You know, my aunt retired. I gotta tell her, you open, you can get it out your chicken and my face. No, but.
I was good seeing you.
I know.
The clerk gonna have to break the tie. That's vote of she's like if they get it, they're gonna have to break the tie. So they got the deputy clerk, she's in the clerk is different. So she's the tiebreaker. That's just like they were saying that the sheriff clerk left, but she's still, so I think that she can't leave, she can't vacate this.
yeah. Hey.
Been trying to get out here, but the mom was like,
I went out of town. You thought I took your money. I know. When you was like, well, yeah, I said, man, I had to go out of town. And I said, slow down. Look, I'll never forget that because I'm sitting up here. My wife was like, what's this? I said, no, it's what's up, friend. Oh, she said it. I ain't had nothing. So I told her this and came. And I went up there and dropped it. And I was like, I know you're going to give me some real chill. Man, they did nothing. Man.
No, I gotta take care of you, man.
No, because they asked who I said, you don't feel
Now I know all the people. This shit crazy.
Man, we had it going, man.
You know what? I wish I too. It's family, bro. Family got to argue and George, Pam. Yeah, they wanted me to come back to Harvey, but I just won't. I don't want to go out and books right now. Okay. Yeah, Tracy been on me. I told you know, I'm out there Hazelcrest, so I told her to. I was about to, but you know, we got to, you know, I was a commissioner out there. So, too much politics.
So anybody, so they still have time.
Supervisors couldn't make a decision. Like meetings after meetings, the final hour. The deadline was change. She was sitting in the audience and nominating me. Hey, you actually like I watched they had a thing on Apple TV about the guy that was President Garfield. President Garfield back then. Garfield was there. How was on behalf of the mountain? He said the great speech. And they went through it. We had to have so many voters. And it was like 4 candidates. And one guy said, I nominate Garfield. Garfield was like, I ain't running for this. Right. And then they came back and he got more votes. Then they started talking. Some senator out of the US was like, talk to David. And then they started pushing it. So this whole
yeah, that's true. That's how it is. You're right.
I agree. Such and such.
And you can do it.
And that thing with Garfield, they went out they couldn't convene the convention. And
nobody even got like somebody outside those 6 just end up.
Yeah. You gotta be hard, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
That's great.
as frustrated as Harvey residency is, they could nominate somebody.
No, since this is only temporary. When you get your older shit back, say next year.
That's why you accept it.
Oh. Let's just say one of these aldermen this year, and then next year they don't get voted in. They lose that, and we all lose that.
So, what do you think just flip? Somebody flip. Hey.
Alderman, please take your seats.
There you go.
That was a secret. They stood. They would support anybody. Surely.
Okay. Are we about ready to return for recess? What? Okay, I make a motion to return to recess from recess.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, you know what, I was just important, I thought since we took a vote to take a recess, and you didn't vote to.
No, just
but apparently I do that. So we are effectively back into our meeting status. Just to recap a little bit, the vote was tied. So after I finish talking, I am going to, have the attorney recap, but I must say, out of my error, I totally forgot to ask the treasurer if she has any comments that she would like to share with us. And thank you, Alderman Chapman, for bringing it to my attention.
So blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. I, the treasurer of the city of Harvey, in sincerity, extend my deepest sympathy to the family in this hour of bereavement caused by the passing of Mayor Christopher Clark. We pause here today, for God has called from our midst a faithful son and father. Mayor Christopher Clark served the city of Harvey for many years in a myriad of capacities. He has fulfilled his purpose and taken the step to where there is no more weeping, no pain, no sorrow, and no disappointment. Be it resolved that the sympathy of the treasurer of the city of Harvey be extended to the family and loved ones. May the Lord continue to watch over you as my prayer, and may the precious memories of your loved one keep you ever on the road that leads to death. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the family, which I've already done, and a copy be held in the minutes on the second day of February 2026. Humbly submitted, Action.
Thank you. And Madam Treasurer, accept my apologies. That was a sincere oversight on my part. That was a sincere oversight. Before I make the motion to adjourn, I just have some closing words. This is the time for unity and respect. I, Shirley Derwinski, am committed to working with each and every one of you, aldermen, the treasurer, deputy clerk, and above all, you, the residents. For those of you who do not know me, I'm a lifelong resident of Harvey. I have over 3 decades of community service in the city of Harvey. I am passionate. Harvey is a lot of people's home. But I would be remiss if I didn't say it's my home too. It's my home too. And I pledged, regardless, and I said this to all the aldermen, whatever will today, it is in God's will. We are in God's hands. And I pledged, no matter what happens of today's situation, I am willing, able, and passionate to working with each and every one of you, regardless of how an individual voted. This is not personal. This is not personal. This is a heavy decision that we all have to make. But if I am selected, as I was in 23 as Mayor Pro Tem, I have pledged I will do the very best that I can with the grace of God. So before I close, I want to end this with the attorney before we seek the motion to adjourn, closing words from our attorney. And I thank you, everyone, for understanding and being respectful. Thank you.
Okay, so just to summarize, we had 2 separate votes to nominate 2 different alderpersons, and neither one of them received 4 votes. So as I stated earlier, that means that our Mayor Pro Tem continues until such time as the city council meets again and in an open meeting nominates someone who receives 4 votes. So there's no time period prescribed in the municipal code for when that has to happen. But Alderperson Dubinsky will continue in that position until a further vote of council with someone receiving the majority votes.
Thank you. Now I seek a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Point of information.
Motion. Yes.
I just want to ask the legal counsel. So if you said if 4 people, okay, then that breaks the tie. What if one decided they want to change their current vote? Would that make a difference?
Yes, I am. I'm not sure I heard the question. What's the question?
I was asking, since it's a 3, it's a tie, 3-3, if one of the aldermen that voted decide to change their vote from either yes to no, would they justify it?
Well, an alderman can make a motion to reconsider. So if it was someone who, well, we have to be voted on the prevailing side, we don't have a prevailing side, we would just have to entertain further motions at a future city council meeting.
But then, maybe thank you, at future city council meetings. Yes, because, well, if I understand the law correctly, what will happen when we put this back on the agenda, we will go through this opportunity of nominating again and then voting again. So it doesn't pick up, because right now, the tie is with Shirley Drowinski and Dominique Randall. Okay? So now, I did ask for a motion, and we kind of went off the Robert's Rules of Order.
Motion to adjourn.
Well, there was a motion. It was first by Alderman Smith, and now we're looking for a second. Second, all in favor? Thank you. God bless.
I'm gonna call you. That was I'm gonna catch up with you. But I ain't. They gave us a chapter tonight. Oh, okay. Come in.
Yeah, I guess it's
I like it.
okay.
Kevin. Can't shit. I call him back. Yeah, she is. You want me to hold this for you?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? Man?
How you doing?
Good.
Hi, JD.
She good. She at the house.
Is she?
Doing nothing.
Tell her I said hi.
You know I got it.
Forgot about it.
All right, call it.
Forgot about it.
You got my number. Send me a text.
Yeah, we do the jump out of the convention thing. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, don't forget. I'm serious.
I ain't gonna forget.
Okay.
I gotta go home feed my dog.
Okay,
Put
go
that
ahead.
down for me.
Yeah, I can do anything you want.
Thank you. You see where it say lock? So it's the unlock. So you gotta turn it that way to unlock it, but my hands ain't strong.
You sure, sis?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I'm
go down
just
too?
not
Just
strong.
go down
Yeah.
too?
You gotta turn it in.
Make sure I won't break it. Shoot it all the way down. That's locked. That's unlocked.
No, just leave it like that. It's fine.
It ain't going down. I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
You good? You good? You got it?
Yep.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. You gone.
Yep.
Chill out, buddy. Yeah.
I made some spaghetti.
You made some spaghetti?
Yeah, it's so good. It's like the best spaghetti I've ever made in life.
And like, I knock you off. I'll see
You know,
later.
I enjoy spaghetti.
Oh, yeah, I do too. That's
what
what I
I've
bet.
ever made. I can't wait to go home and make this food. Just being home.
I'll see you
All right, see you later. I will.